Welcome and thank you for joining us for another L7 Solutions Friday briefing. This particular week, we are going to start a new series known as the Secure Signal. And the Secure Signal basically is going to discuss those tidbits about security within our small businesses. Dig in a little deeper, give you a few more examples of what you might have to be concerned about out there in the world of cybersecurity. Now, again, my name is Ken Tucker. I am the sales manager here at L7 Solutions. L7 Solutions is a managed service provider here in Plantation, Florida. We specialize in cybersecurity, but we also handle managed cloud services and in all the aspects of that a managed service provider would give to you. So today we are going to have a little discussion about the rise in ransomware and how you should go about finding the right provider to deal with all of the cyber threats that are out there. And I say by the right provider, we want you to make sure that you find the right uh, person or company to to handle your IT needs. Now, of course, we feel like we can handle everyone's needs, but we are obviously not a fit for everyone because sometimes all you need is someone to do basic IT. Um, so today, what you're going to learn though is how to decipher the type of IT provider you need. So why make a decision as to the type of IT provider? Well, I mean, what I guess the question is, why make that decision? Well, we make that decision because cybercrime is on the rise. So you've got to position your business with the right provider to deal with the type of cyber threats we're coming across today. So you need to have active threat protection, 24/7 security operations, cyber resilience building. Those are all things that an IT provider is going to give to you, or maybe I should say some IT providers are going to give to you. And that's what you're going to figure out today. But speaking specifically on ransomware, I'm going to show you a little video that came from Tech Report, or the statistics came from Tech Report, that discusses how ransomware is on the rise and how ransomware is a major threat for small businesses. And your choice of an IT provider can be the difference between safety and your data being breached. And so you don't want to leave your business's future to chance. So take a look at the video we created here and understand that ransomware is not the only thing out there, but through phishing and various methods, it's becoming a dangerous world that you have to have some sort of IT provider giving you service that is going to protect your business.
Ransomware attacks have seen a significant resurgence in 2025, impacting 24% of organizations. This increase is largely fueled by AI-powered automation and increasingly sophisticated phishing techniques. Phishing remains the leading attack vector, accounting for 46% of incidents. Other common entry points include stolen credentials, compromised endpoints, and exploited software vulnerabilities. Despite the rising attacks, organizational resilience is improving, with 62% utilizing immutable backups. Furthermore, 82% of organizations now have robust disaster recovery plans in place. This enhanced preparedness means only 13% of victims ultimately paid ransoms. However, declines in user training, now at 74%, and ransomware insurance adoption at 46%, leave critical gaps. To bolster your defenses, prioritize immutable backups, comprehensive phishing awareness training, and multi-factor authentication everywhere. Ensure timely patching and updates, implement strong endpoint security, and consider ransomware insurance for added protection. By focusing on these key areas, organizations can prepare, train, backup, and recover faster from future ransomware threats.
So when it comes to ranking the IT support expertise, um, we're going to go from your local IT to your enterprise and MSP solutions. First thing we want you to consider, or want you to pay attention to, is that selecting the right IT support partner is crucial for business success. From the local IT specialist to comprehensive managed service providers, each option offers distinct expertise levels, capabilities, and trade-offs. Understanding these differences helps organizations align their technology needs with the most effective support model. And so remember, you've got your local IT guy, you've got your small IT company, your enterprise IT team, and your MSP with a full stack. Now, when it comes down to um, those particular IT providers, your local IT guy is going to be your basic to intermediate expertise. They're good at with general troubleshooting, hardware fixes, software installation. Going to get that highly personalized service, fast on-site response times, typically lower hourly costs. Now, the cons of that, though, limited technical and security depth, no after-hour coverage typically, and scaling challenges, and usually no SLA, service level agreement. With your small IT company, you get that limited stack. So you're getting some security aspects there. Maybe it just, again, depends on the company, but your expertise level is going to be intermediate. It's going to be basic network support, limited security monitoring, and a help desk. This is where many of the IT companies that you're dealing with that are calling themselves MSPs, this is where they fall. And it's important to know the differences. So the pros of, say, a small IT company are going to be more resources than solo practitioners, cost effective for smaller businesses, and then you get some specialization available as well. Now, the cons with that, you're going to get limited advanced security tools, reactive rather than proactive support, and then you're going to have gaps in that specialized expertise. And so that's when it moves over to making a decision as to whether or not you have an enterprise IT team or an MSP with a full security stack. An enterprise IT team is going to be someone or a team in which you've got a lot of users typically, and you're in a corporate environment, and you've got the funds to handle that enterprise team. So their expertise is going to fall into the advanced to expert level. Your typical scope is going to be full in-house IT infrastructure, specialized roles, and custom solutions. The pros of this: deep organizational knowledge, fully customized solutions, and immediate internal access. So they're going to show up the moment you call typically because they're coming from the office down the hall. Now, cons: significant salary and overhead costs. Each of those people, you're paying high five figures or six figures typically. Challenges: retaining the top talent. As soon as they get some experience, a lot of times they're out of there. They're rolling into something where they're going to get paid more, maybe travel, do different things because they kind of get maybe a little sick of seeing the same thing over and over again. So holding on to that talent becomes more difficult. And then it's going to be kind of resource intensive to maintain. So it becomes an issue trying to maintain that type of resource going on. Now, with your MSP with a full security stack, here's your expertise. Your expertise is expert and specialized. Now, their typical scope is going to be comprehensive IT management, 24/7 monitoring, advanced cybersecurity, and compliance. Now, the pros: broad cutting edge expertise, scalable and flexible services, proactive security posture, and you're going to get typically a predictable monthly cost, which helps with budgeting for your IT services. Now, the cons, less personalized than in house. Maybe it depends on the company that you're with. Potential vendor dependency. Yes, you do typically become somewhat dependent on them because you're relying on them to handle every aspect of your technical or of your technology posture in that sense, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It saves you the time of trying to put different vendors together to handle things. And then there's the integration and complexity initially. That's not something that you worry about. That's what the MSP concerns themselves with. They look at how complex it's going to be to get your network or get your environment into something that's manageable for them. Now, with all of that said, you have to choose which one is going to work for you. The local IT guy, the small IT company, the enterprise IT team, or an MSP with a full security stack. L7 Solutions falls into that MSP with a full security stack. We are happy to give you information about L7, help you talk through your needs, um, and it may be that you need a local IT guy or a small IT company because of where you are in your growth. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But what we're going to include today is a questionnaire to help you kind of figure it out. You can ask yourself 10 questions, give yourself the answers, add them all up, and see where you fall in. And that might be where you are best suited when it comes down to having a technology partner. So we're going to move on to that screen and give you a look at that. And hopefully that helps you make a decision when it comes to choosing your next technology partner. So, as I said, we're going to provide you today with a simple questionnaire with about 10 questions to help you choose your best fit IT provider. You're going to find out whether or not it's your local IT specialist, your small IT company, your MSP with a full stack, or is it possibly an enterprise IT team? How you use it is you answer based on your current and near term needs, meaning the next 12 to 24 months. Then you choose the option that best describes your situation. And you add up the points and review your recommended provider in the end. Okay, so here's our list of questions, and it may be a little hard for you to see, but as I mentioned, feel free to email us or email me at ktucker at l7solutions.com. I'm happy to send you this questionnaire that you can kind of go through and determine, what your IT provider needs may be. But I'm going to run through the questions quickly here, just so you have an idea of what's here. And maybe you can kind of figure some of that out right now as we go through the presentation. So, the assessment questions that we have is you need to know your environment size and complexity. And so the way this works is that there's a number for each letter here that you will add. Um, or for each answer that you will add, and that will give you your IT or your general IT provider need. Question number two is we have security requirements and risk profile. So that's like whether they're minimal security requirements or whether you need formal compliance. Um, really today, everyone should have some sort of compliance within their organization. If you're using credit cards, if you're dealing with medical records, you're dealing with personal client information, you need to have compliance and governance taking place. You really don't want to shortchange your customer and only go the minimum when it comes to that. You're going to want to have things like MFA, multi-factor authentication, um, and you're going to want to have some sort of an EDR in place, some sort of an uh, um, endpoint software in place. Um, Number three, your support coverage expectations. Are you thinking just business hours? Are you thinking extended hours, regular after hours changes? Are you looking for 24/7 coverage? Kind of need to know what type of coverage you're looking for. Um, Number four is our response time and SLA needs. Okay, are you looking for same next day? Is that going to be fine? Or are you looking for within 4 to 8 hours? Are you looking for 1 to 4 hour SLA? Or are you looking for a quote unquote sub hour SLA, clear escalation paths to take place? And then budget and cost model preference. Do you want to keep costs low? I think everybody wants to keep costs low, but we have to kind of do it with reasonable expectations. So fixed fee for a help desk or pay extra for projects. So are you looking for that, want that fixed amount for the help desk if you call in, and then if there's any sort of project you're going to pay extra for that? Or do you want a predictable monthly with defined SLAs? I think most businesses would like to have something like that where they fall into that. Okay, I know that I'm going to be paying, let's say, $1,000 a month, and I'm with that $1,000 a month, I should expect this level of service. I think that's normal expectations for most businesses. Or are you looking to invest in a proactive security rich managed services? So you have to determine where you fall into that category. Item number six, tooling and security stack expectations. Excuse me. Are you going to have basic AV, backups, and no centralized management? Are you looking for remote management, patching, basic email security? Are you looking for an EDR, advanced email security, MDMs, which is handling your mobile devices, our identity governance? Or are you looking for kind of all of that, plus that full stack, the EDR, SIM, the MDR, the SOC, the Security Operations Center that's 24/7 monitoring your network, vulnerability management, compliance tooling? What exactly do you want for your company? And then there's internal, number seven, internal IT capability and preference. No internal IT, occasional help needed. One generalist needs dependable overflow, or are you looking for a small team, needs specialized project security skills? Or are you looking for in-house leaders, or you need 24/7 ops and deep specialization? And then number eight, we're looking at customization versus standardization. Do you want something that's highly personalized, case by case fixes? Maybe some standards, open to best practices, documented processes, change control, roadmaps, or are you looking for strong governance, audits, continuous improvement? You could be looking for all of it. And then you've got number nine, your growth trajectory. Are you stable? And is there minimal growth? Or is there moderate growth and a few users per quarter? Or maybe you have rapid growth, new sites and M&A likely, mergers and acquisitions. And then is there maybe hyper growth or global footprint that you might be concerned with? And then there is, of course, compliance and regulatory requirements. Is there none required? Well, I don't know that there's none required. Maybe you haven't been doing it, but typically there is going to be some sort of compliance and regulatory requirements for most businesses. Basic customer security questionnaires, or annual audits, or partner um, attestations. Um, and then is there a regulated environment with ongoing audits? So what you'll do is with this questionnaire, you'll put it all together, add them all up, and see what it gets you in the end. Okay, and so after you've tallied up your scores, you're going to see where you fall in. If you fall in 0 to 6, then you're probably best suited for a local IT specialist. Anywhere from 7 to 12, then it might be a small IT company that you're looking for. Obviously, the cost-effective small business, more resources than the solo guy or girl, and it may be more reactive and limited in advanced security tooling. But then we fall into that next category, 13 to 22, where you're looking at more of an MSP with full security stack, or 23 to 30, where it's an enterprise IT team. Now, that's kind of a tricky area, the 13 to 30 range in general. You kind of have to choose a tiebreaker. So here's the thing: if you're prioritizing in-house knowledge, heavy customization, and have a budget for headcount, then you're looking for an enterprise IT team. If you're prioritizing 24/7 coverage, broad tooling, predictable monthly costs, and rapid scalability, then an MSP with a full security stack is what you're looking for. And so, with that, we are going to say goodbye until next time. My name is Ken Tucker. I'm the sales manager here at L7 Solutions. You can reach me by email at ktucker at l7solutions.com, or you can call us at area code 954-573-1300. Again, this has been L7 Solutions. You have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next time.